What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Musume video. I don't know why, I nearly almost said Musume weekend. Because I wanted to say I hope y'all had a good weekend. Or are having a good weekend. Depends. But hope y'all had a good weekend in general. We're back with Oguri Cap since the last video we did do Marzensky. And this week, as in this Friday or even this Saturday, one of those, is the half anniversary, if I am not mistaken. So this pretty much is the final week for me to get the best the best training I can, the best training team I can get for the CM. Kind of looking like the League of Heroes where it's down. Oh no, never mind. It's not just like the League of Heroes. It's just like the normal. It's just like the normal where I'm just always down to the wire, just trying to get the best I can get. So I guess nothing really changes. So pretty much same inheritance and same setup. So nothing really changes there. But for those who don't know my setup, it is 2-speed Kita and Dormente speed card, Nishino Flower power card, renting a Gold City Guts card, and using my Yayoi friend card, and also my Mejuro Ramano Wise card. But let's go jump into the training. But before we actually go into the training and also the comments from the last video, if you guys haven't joined a circle or you guys are looking for a circle to join, feel free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you sent a request. Then go to the comment section and let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I know who's who, and also just to make sure that I accept the right person into the circle, just to make sure it's you, pretty much. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for the circle. But for the circle also, we're just looking for people who can just pretty much do at least 1 or 2 trainings a day, just to have some fan contributions throughout the month. The higher the fan contributions, the higher our circle rank. The higher the circle rank, the more better rewards we get for the monthly circle rank, if we go raise it as high as we possibly can. And then if we just keep it around, keep it where we can keep it with the people we have in the circle, then we'll just constantly get that same reward every month from the circle ranks. And also there's the shoe and banner exchanges, if you guys need any. There's that daily. If the circle gets active enough, especially once the Discord is up and all that, then maybe we'll do some circle races, who knows. But for sure there's going to be like practice races with like Eugen and all that, because he even does that right now and also posts the practice run, so you guys can also join whether or not you are not in the circle. And yeah, just pretty much other than that, and just, you know, being able to talk with circle members and also people from in the Discord. So now that we got that out of the way, let's just start with the training. And also let me get the comments loaded up, just so. And while now the comments are loaded, let us get a turn or two out of here. Okay, let's see. All right, so the first couple comments are gonna be from Nova. Oh, hold on, give me a sec. Let me just make sure something real quick. Okay, there we go. All right, so yeah, the first couple comments are gonna be from Nova, and the first one says, yeah, reverse is a different story. Between the two of us, it seems the luck is reverse. It definitely does seem like it is on reverse. Although I think based on the amount you pull on different games, and since we play around the same amount of games, I feel like I feel like you still get more pulls than I do. It feels like it, at least. So I'm kind of tempted to say that you are... I mean, I've been wanting to attempt to say this, that you are just generally probably even more lucky than I am. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Next comment says, well, the laptop imploded. Ooh, that's not a good thing. The guy said the motherboard died, so I called in for warranty and I'll have to mail the laptop to the warehouse in California to fix. I'm gonna be on mobile for 2 weeks. Maybe this means that tower adversity on the phone will be really adverse. Oh yeah, I agree. I totally agree, but that sucks. That sucks. Well, at least you had warranty. What sucks is when something happens to your computer, or happens to whatever you have that has warranty, and it happens like right at the right after, or sometime after the warranty is ended. It's like the worst. But yeah, tower adversity is gonna be interesting on mobile, because just doing dailies, when I used to do my dailies on the phone to just easily multitask, I got hit way more times on mobile, and I was just like, I get it, I get why, I'm not used to this. But even after doing it for a while, I still got hit way more than I did in computer. Although it wasn't bad, it was just like, I don't know, it was just something. It was just something. Oh, old laptop is 4 years old and my phone run games better. Well, I'm not surprised then. Wait, 4 years? How many years warranty do you have? Isn't warranty like 2-3 years normally? I don't know. Maybe some extended warranty. Well, if your laptop is 4 years old, then yeah. Laptops usually age faster compared to actual PCs. At least from experience, that's how it's always been. I think I went through like 3 or 4 laptops before my last PC gave out, and that PC gave out literally gave out I think April or May this year. It was still pretty usable until that point. It was to the point where it couldn't even load YouTube videos to watch at. So yeah, that PC officially retired this year. And now my PC right now, that's I believe 4 years old this year. Should be 4 years old this year. Let's just hope it lasts a little bit longer. Let's just hope it lasts a little bit longer. But yeah, if your phone is more recent, or well, actually, my phone is about 4 years old too. My PC, and I got my PC and my current phone at pretty much the same time. Yeah, the same time, same month. So yeah, they're pretty much going to be 4 years this year, and my phone still pretty much runs the same. Nothing really feels different. So I guess I don't know. Before I usually upgraded to like every 2-3 years. So haven't. I mean, don't necessarily feel a need to. So I guess it's whatever. But with 3 scenarios each year now, I don't expect Global to ever catch up unless they say F it and give them Lark first day. It'll be interesting to see if they can get past this scenario. Maybe one day when UMA EOS is announced in JP, we can go to Global to enjoy the copium for another 3 years. Hey, that's actually not... that's actually not a bad idea. As long as we, you know, just build up our global account while JP's still around. Of course, building it with what we want rather than what we want and what we know, rather than just pulling blindly, I guess. But yeah, it's like I said in the last video, I don't see global catching up even if they bring it down to 4, because even with 3, they're not going to catch up. As in, like, or even with 3 scenarios a year, bringing it up to 4 is not going to even help them catch up, because they're only going to be 1 scenario ahead of JP every year. And with being, like I said, 8 scenarios ahead, it ain't even gonna have a chance. Because first they gotta catch up, so it'll take him, let alone it'll take him 8 years just to catch up, just based off what we know. Because if JP is gonna be doing 3 a year and Global's doing 4 a year, with Global being, if this is just like, you know, theoretically, if Global does 4 years starting, and they're already going to be 8 behind, being at Ura scenario or Ura final scenario, and also us being at the next one, whatever that may be in October. Yeah, it's going to be hard for them to catch up. No, I mean, they're not even going to be able to catch up. Because we add 3 more for the rest of the year. We add, I guess, 1 more for them, since we're adding at the last scenario of the year for them. It'll still be the same, because by the time it hits Annie for Global, which will be the 3rd scenario of which will be the last scenario before the Annie for JP, and it's just gonna be like, they'll slowly catch up. But for the games, for this game to last 8-9 years just for that to happen, 8 to 9 more years just for Global to catch up while keeping JP alive somehow for that long, that's what, 11 12 years. No, Global is never catching up to JP unless they, yeah, it's like I said, at this point, the best thing that side games could have done, for if they wanted to get global players to play Pretty Derby without that huge of a gap, or even a gap at all, is just to add the English language into the JP game. That's all I can think of. Like I've said probably in the last video and many times before, we don't know still when they're releasing the game. And that is the biggest question, because already being 3.5 years into JP, that's already way behind, like I've been saying. And yeah, it's just like, the longer we wait, the bigger the gap gets, and you just never know. You just never know. I'm more curious on how it's gonna actually start off. Like, is it actually just gonna be the raw start the way it was for us in JP? Or are they gonna give the global starters, I don't know, some kind of like handicap or something for being that far behind? I don't know. I just don't. I just can't believe they waited this long. It's like I said, for when they released the Taiwanese and Korean version, or even last year, because that was the versions were already out. Even last year, I said I believe I said that they shouldn't even bother releasing a global anymore because it's too much of a gap. It's definitely too much of a gap. And when they first introduced there was gonna be new versions, well, to be more specific, new international versions. Obviously, that didn't mean global, but me being excited when I recorded that video and all that, I assumed global was gonna be one of them because usually you'd see JP games go, global as like another like for the and usually they go global, but from what we know, they decided to go Korean and Taiwanese, and global just stayed shafted. Didn't get any new version, and even though we got a release, and even though they had I guess maybe ready up and ready or close to up and ready by Anime Expo, because obviously people were trying it. I seen people try it. Maybe by the end of the year, or at the very at the very latest, when it's not already very late. But at the very latest, definitely probably the anniversary for JP. That's the latest I can think. Beyond that, beyond that, is there really ever truly a point? Because they must be really confident in in their game lasting at least another 3-4 years. And for that, and honestly, for them to make it last another 3-4 years, I'd say the easiest way to do that is to keep the anime series alive. And they honestly they honestly can do it. Cause what? We'll say like a year to wait for season 4. We'll say like a year to wait for season 4. Or at least season 4 to get announced or something like that. And it will say like another half a year to a year for release. So that's like a year and a half to 2 years. And then like we'll just say another half a year for the season. Why not, right? Just to make it easier on myself. That's 2 years. And from there, just keep releasing characters, you know? I mean, obviously they seem like they've been fine releasing different Umas. Obviously, with the history of Japanese horse racing, there should be a significant amount of Umas to make, yeah. So we'll see. If that is possibly one of their ideas or thoughts in their minds, that they're pretty confident that their game's gonna last another 3-4 years, then we'll see. We'll see. At the end of the day, we'll see what happens with them. But right now, I'm just not liking on how far behind global is. That's just the main point here. Holy Genshin 5-star selection after 4 years. Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, after almost 4 years, they finally raised the resin. 1 year, pretty much after, or a little over a year, maybe, after Genshin did it. I mean, not Genshin, Starville did it. And what, 2 months? No, a month after Zenless has been out. So yeah, I'd say I'd say it's about time. Maybe I should go back and pick up my 8th Chi-Chi. If you want an 8th one. But I don't even think you will be getting anything out of it because they don't let you. I don't think they let you keep anything past D6 unless for like the exchange material in the store. Funny thing is that I got all of them via the 50/50. Wu would be like, here's your selector 2 weeks after release. No, I think this felt like the selector was there. We just had to reach a certain point. I think they had already announced it. Because they had already, yeah, there was already the guaranteed, and then there was the guaranteed, and from what I remember when I played Genshin in the beginning, there was no guaranteed in Genshin. So, yeah. Yeah, there is no guaranteed Genshin because when I came back to Genshin, I still had no 5-star characters, and I didn't get a 5-star character until Ayaka. So I was playing with 4 stars for a while. But yeah, they gave us weights a lot in the just a lot. they just gave us a lot because there was the guaranteed for the standard banner, and then not only that, no, yeah, they did give us to us at the beginning because there was the novice banner, and then there was the guaranteed banner right after. So they didn't give it to us 2 weeks after. They literally gave it to us after the novice banners, which was the one where they gave us a random one where you said you lost it. I assume. Unless you got Verena. It was one of those. It was one of those. I'm trying to remember, but I don't. Yeah, and then not only that, they also had the guaranteed weapon announced and Weathering Waves as long as you reach, what was it, 40 something? Or 30 something? I think it was 40 something. I think. It wasn't that hard to make it that far though. I forgot what level, but it wasn't that hard. So yeah, Wuwa was pretty generous in that regard. Actually, they just been generous. They just been generous. And then Zenless, obviously we had the guaranteed. I think it was like 60 or I think it was, I forgot how many pulls it was. I think it was like 5 or 6 8 pulls because it was discounted before getting Arena for myself, the guaranteed 3-star at least. And then there's the guaranteed 300 that Hoyo usually does. So yeah, Woo was, they didn't wait 2 weeks. It was day one. It was all day one. But yeah, and the crappy thing about the 5-star selector, after especially being after 4 years, it's still just standard banner. And I know, yeah, it's like, oh, it's still a guaranteed 5-star, but it's like, it's 4 years of not having it. And not only that, it's just the standard banner characters, which has been pretty much the same. Which has been pretty much the same. So honestly, to me, I'm not even the only thing I can say about the guaranteed 5-star selector, guaranteed, is that I can just get myself a kaching because I don't have a kaching. That's all I can say. Yeah, I don't have a kaching. Out of all the standard banner 5 stars, I believe she's the only missing one. Think so. So this year, I'll be okay with I'll be okay with it. But the upcoming years, I want at least to see like I don't want them to go back and do okay, they can go back and put the selections. Obviously, you have the standard banner characters, but at least add like characters from the first year. From the first year, because come on, by then it's 5 years. It's like come on now. But yeah. Am I excited for Genshin's anniversary or 5.0 update? Genshin has always just been Genshin to me. I'm pretty much I'm there for the story, I guess is what I can say. And the characters. The characters. Like, I don't mind Genshin. It's just out of all the Hoyo games, minus Impact, because that one we don't talk about that one. But minus Impact, between Star Rail and obviously Zenless, um I don't spend as much time in Genshin. This week I definitely do need to do stuff in Genshin because of obviously the new uh, update coming within I think next week. I have to be done with the current events. So I gotta do that this week. Um yeah. Problem is, I don't really have any Primo gems. Because when Nilu had her rerun along with Navia's rerun, I decided to try and pull for Nilu for fun. Because I was like, you know what? If I don't get Nilu, at least I'll build pity. That's what happened. It just whatever I added or had pulled, I don't even know how much I pulled. It's just there. Same thing for the weapon banner because the last time I went for the weapon banner was Cloran and I didn't get it either. So my pity there is still built up. Oh, we'll just see what happens at 5.0. Next one says, I forgot to send my Umas to the Eugen Gulag races, but I don't have anyone better to offer for tribute. I am training Ramino just to fill out some PvP roster. I don't want to prep anymore for the CM. Let me prep for the League of Heroes. It's funny how you said the same thing for the League of Heroes, but last month for the League of Heroes. So I don't know if this is because you felt like you got ready early, but it must be nice to not want to prep anymore for the CM. But I think I don't know. I thought I seen the scenario, I mean the races over the weekend. I did it. Because I did fill out one of them, so yeah, we'll just see what happens in the CM. But it's literally this week, so it's not that much time. Plus the F anniversary. I started Uma Musume because I'm a queen. As to why, well, I just finished watching the Pixar movie Cars and I was a huge fan. Cool. Wait, did you just see Cars for the first time? when you saw Pretty Derby? Wait, did you see the anime for Pretty Derby first, or did you play the game first? That's the real question. That would be the real question. Or did you finish watching Cars, found out there was a horse girl in an anime called Musume Pretty Derby called McQueen, and you were like, sure. Or did you get started with Pretty Derby at season 2? I don't know. I actually don't know. I just know you've played the game since the beginning. For me, I've been a fan of Pretty Derby since season 1. So before the game came out. So so yeah, I'm kind of curious. Let me know down in the comments, all of you guys. Did you guys play Pretty Derby before I guess before the game came out? Wait, did you follow the series through the anime or whatever before the game came out? Or did you get into the series itself because of the game? That's the question. As for Nova, I'm kind of just curious about I'm curious about him specifically because he said he just finished watching the movie Cars and he started watching Pretty Derby because of McQueen. So I'm kind of curious. For him, it's a little bit more specific because did he see McQueen because she was the one of the featured Umas in season 2, or because, you know, she just saw there was a Uma called McQueen in season 1 and was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. So I just want to know. As for how I got into watching it, my brother. Pretty much. But that's kind of funny how Cars has something to do with this, as in the movie Cars. Ciao. I think there is 2 more. There's 2 more comments. I'm a former US government-sponsored whale turned hiatus trainer. Got dragged back by my Taiwanese friend trainer. Oh, so is that what happened? The Taiwanese server started and then your friend was like, hey, just get back into the game? Is that what really happened? Well, I'm glad he did that because you wouldn't be here if he didn't. Last but most importantly, Camel Musume. And do my eyes deceive me? Ren, who I believe I haven't seen in the comment section in like 2-3 months at the very least. I think, yeah, 2-3 months, because I think it was before Wuthering Waves, because that was 2 months ago. So at least 3 months, I'd say. He had responded to Nova's response and said Camo Musume as well. But my eyes don't see me. I do see it right in front of me. It says here, Ren. Welcome back, Ren. Nice to see you back in the comments section. I do believe I did see your comment, or a comment from you above, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's been a while. It's been a while, so let me just set up my 2 races over here. My 2 dirt races. I will change them if the rainbow training on that day is good. But for now, we shall just keep training. Next comment. Oh, next comment or comments, because there's actually 2 comments from Eugen. Is from Eugen, as I just said his name. Even Global is release is a bit hyped for some. I'll stay on JP, though I may make an account for trolls or lulls. Yeah, I would say it's hyped for some, especially, well, I would say that some is basically those Uma fans who didn't want to jump into the JP because they didn't want to put in most likely don't have the time or don't want to put the time and effort to put it to learn the game in Japanese, I guess. Or I guess just don't have the means to play, but it doesn't make sense because we're all here playing it. So I would just, that would be a legitimate excuse. Also, like an actual excuse that why they didn't do it. Like, you know, like you always tell someone like, oh, you just, that's just an excuse, you know. Whereas compared to them not actually having time to do it, sure. But yeah, unless I treat it as a different gacha game, like you guys playing many kinds of gachas, I may go on that route. Honestly, it might kind of get that treatment for me, where it's the same game but not at the same time, because obviously it's the same game, but giving it the same treatment as like any other gacha game, because I'm playing it, I'm focusing on it on the JP version. So for me, it's like I said, I'm gonna be a super free-to-play player there. I'm just gonna pull for the characters I want. And for these support cards, I'm gonna be very picky, is what I'm gonna do. All I'm gonna hope for is that I get Cap in the beginning. All I ask for. Cap or Teo. Mainly Cap. If you guys are wondering why Cap over Teo, one is because it's how I started off JP. Two, well, along with Cap, along with Teo and McQueen. I don't know if I had a fourth that time. If I had gotten a fourth, I think I did. But that was because I was re-rolling, and that's why, because I was pretty much re-rolling for what it feels like the whole month, because the Mihono Bourbon and Biwa banner went by, and then I was, oh no, I had stayed with my Mihono Bourbon account, and then I figured out that the anime collab banner was coming out. So me being like, oh dang, I gotta pull for Teo and McQueen, I rerolled for the current account I have right now, that we're on right now. Until then, I've pretty much been a day one player. It's just my account, it's not a day one because it's the first event. It's from the first event. But I have been playing since the day one. Since the Mihono Bourbon. Which is why the first video I have for Pretty Derby is a Mihono Bourbon run. That's the reason why y'all haven't seen a Mihono Bourbon run. From that day, or from whenever the last time, within the first few months. Until whenever I got her in my account, in this account. Which is a long time. A long time. Well, I wonder how good were these swipers there, because I still believe JP Peeps are really good, even though they are free to play. It's just most of them can go whale for maximum stats. For me personally, I think just the overseas players in general, I think they just, whether they're swipers or not, I think they just take these games way more seriously than us global players. That's just like that, and that just goes for all gacha games in general. So yeah, just me being a bit of an anti on swipers and whales who flex feeling. They are really good because they have strong and good stuff. they paid for it, so can you blame them? I don't necessarily have that bit of an anti on them because I mean, with all the gacha games I've played with like the whole like the PvP where you just like send a team in for like a couple rounds just to get the dailies out of the way and all that. After all that and being free to play throughout all that, and even now, I can really care less. I mean, a lot of the games don't necessarily have like a really maybe they do, but they don't necessarily have like a serious like online PvP or whatever and all that. Like you could think of it as that way, but me personally, I just like to enjoy the game. I don't like to put like the other like the whales and all that as a factor in me wanting to play the game or not. Because they will only be there in, like, let's say for Pretty Derby, for example. They're just there in Arena, which, as you guys know, I don't necessarily care too much about. And then CM and League of Heroes. And I guess the monthly challenge if they decide to bring that back. So it's like a technically like a once a month thing. So it's not that bad. For the other games where it's just like a daily thing, it's not that bad. Unless we're talking about games where it actually does matter and all that, then that's a whole different story. I think, yeah, if it was any other game where it actually did matter, although I've never, well, I guess one game that where it does really matter for PvP would be like Dragon Ball Legends. From what I know and from what I've experienced and seen from the past and whatever the last time just basically from experience and from what I know from when I used to watch the Dragon Ball Gacha YouTubers a long time ago because I played a lot of Dokkan and tried to get into Legends. Was that if you don't get many dupes in Legends, you're screwed. But I never really played any other gacha games as serious as Legends when it came to just like your normal PvP. But then again, it kind of makes sense for Dragon Ball to have it because it is essentially a fighting game. So, a fighting gacha game. At least Legends specifically and not Dokkan where it's more like a puzzle game. If it's not released this half anniversary, next one would be on next scenario like you mentioned or the 4th anniversary, and that's what I think. I honestly don't think it's gonna be during the half anniversary, even though that's like a month and a half after Anime Expo when they basically announced it then. Oh, Apocalypse is this Friday. So basically right before the anniversary. A total of 13 cast members will be participating, including 4 who will be participating for the first time. Oh no. 4 for the first time, which could mean 4 totally new, probably 4 new of the new Umas that were announced. Or 3 of them being that, and 1 of them or 2 of them being the banner character. I don't know. But it is the 3.5 anniversary summer party Paka Live TV. The latest game information will be announced, including the 3.5 anniversary campaign, the next gacha update information, and the story events. In addition to the announcement of new Musume and the latest information on the new real event, Musume Pretty Derby. Wait, what? Musume Pretty Derby Twinkle Circle, scheduled to be held in August. We will also deliver a lot of special information commemorating the 3.5 anniversary. Wait. What did I just read? And the latest information on the new real event? Eh? Real event? I don't know what that is about. There is also another Soko Soko Paka Live TV. But that was this past Friday. They didn't give us any news, right? I'm here just looking. I know we still have I think there's still a good amount of comments, so yeah, I'm gonna go back to the comments. After I do these things. I was hoping wise, but I'll take this. Okay, moving on with the comment. Maybe during the new year if it should be around this year. Well, good luck to the new players and wish they enjoy the beginning of all the scenarios with the love and hate during the win and loss, especially when Champions Meeting will come into play. I think Champions Meeting came in... I don't even know when the first Champions Meeting was. I want to say a couple months since release. Like towards the summer. I'm not sure. Maybe. I could be totally wrong. It doesn't matter. Even so, I'm gonna be back again with Rice Shower, Mihono Bourbon as Uma I want to start with. Though I like Silent Suzuka, but the best all-around starter to get is Oguri Cap. Yup, that's the reason why I want Oguri Cap. One, because I like her, and two, because she basically races all these distances and also both turf and dirt. I mean, you could also say Marozensky is also a good all-around starter also. Right? What's her long distance at? It's at a C, no? Yeah. Marozensky is also a really good all-around starter. Being able to do all these scenarios, I mean, all the distances, and also both turf and dirt. So if you want to start with this, if you want to start with a all-around runner or escape, you can go Marozensky. If you want to go all-around betweener, or I guess in this case it'd be more of yeah, just betweener or runner, then you could pick Oguri Cap, which I'll most likely want to go Oguri Cap just because I like her. Who else? I think that's pretty much it for the like all around sense. Well, technically Marozensky is more all around because Cap has an E in short distance while Marozensky has a C or a D. It doesn't. It's easier to, especially early in the game, beginning of the game. It's way more easier to get her inheritance up to an A rather than Caps from an E if we want to put her in short distance. So I'd say if you want to start better with a better overall character, we just have to be able to use her in multiple distances easier, as in through inheritance and all that. Then I'd go for Marozensky. If you don't plan on using Cap for short distance, and you most likely will just end up using whatever is in the beginning, whoever is the short distance, whether if it's just 1 or 2 stars, which is Sakura Bakushino, Air Groove, King Halo. I think that's all for the short distance. And then for the 3 stars, I say 5 stars. There's Taiki Shuttle, Marzensky. So I was gonna say technically you could, if we're gonna talk about Cap being overall good for all around, then you could technically say simply Rudolph as well. But I went to go check and I forgot that I went to go check her short distance and it was an E. And that made me realize, like, oh wait, isn't Cap an E as well? But I did end up using her short distance. But that was because, you know, the inheritance right now would most likely be way better than it is in the beginning of the game. And then also Rudolph doesn't have an easy, he does have a G in dirt, and for me recently figuring out that you can still S rank an original G rank aptitude, then I guess it's possible. But to do that in the beginning of the game, no, that ain't definitely happening. So overall, I'd say it would be Marzensky since she has the easier inheritance. I believe we're already over here, and I haven't gone through all the comments. So I'm gonna try and speed through the comments. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try at least. Train along for today's same sky, and I got you E5. Well, no luck for good red factors, and I'm aiming at least a good mile or escape red factor to use it. Regarding my lineup, pretty much not the best, but I'm taking it easy and like last time, not expecting much cause the result was horrible when I joined the public room match. So I may swap Digiton for the buffer Cheer Nature since I want to add Team Canopus. And most I encounter have been Debuff Wonder in their lineup and Capano Ricky on leader or other leaders team, knocking my Twin Turbo. Most of them are UC or close to UC. That's not good because I don't even have a UD. So I'm chilling whatever the result of training I may get later, but I think I'll aim for Group A, of course, hoping a back-to-back win with Twin Turbo from last year's Dirt CM. Hey, I wish you luck. Except 1 year later, ranks are different, or ranks are higher. Here we are. And then there's a room match ID. Although this was posted a day ago or a day or two ago, it may or may not be there anymore. Most likely, probably not. And then Red had responded saying, "Don't be surprised when you see me in a room match." Honestly, I probably assume you join it since you are there, and But thank you for the reply, Ren. And then the second comment from Eugen says, about the circle recruitment, I think you had some info that they can come and comment or message to your channel if they are interested to join or similar to that. Well, that's my thinking, so they would know about how to reach you. Or maybe similar to my trainer profile, like with Twitter and YT, of course, they will look up the leader of the circle to check the info. That is true. Probably just add some stuff in the stuff. But I think once the Discord is up and about, it'll probably be easier. Probably is the keyword, because they'll just join and and essentially just let me know there. But the reason why I want the comments is because it'll let me, I'll actually be able to see it. Whereas for Discord, I'll most likely I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But other than that, thank you for all the comments, Eugen. Appreciate it as always. So looking for the next comment. The next comment is from Tanoki. I have little to no interest in the EN server. It's just because I'm pretty much caught up with the JP server. Well, yeah, because when you joined, you were pretty much just wherever we were. Good Could I experience Uma Musume from the start? Sure, but I don't feel the need to. No, you don't need to go back. You already joined. You literally joined us towards the end of the Lark scenario. Started your account well and already training better than me. So, and I've been playing since the beginning. So you definitely don't need to experience the beginning of the game since, like you said, you're already caught up with the JP, or you are going along with the JP server, so you're all good. Plus, you're already doing better than me, like I said, so you're good. Probably would play both if I were still in school. Back then, I did play JP and EN on a few gotchas. I want to say I did play a few JPs, but not as much as EN. Well, also, I actually didn't play as much gacha games in the past. I probably played like 2 or 3, but that was pretty much it. At most. So yeah. Now it's like a whole different story. And then Ren had posted, replied saying, honestly for me, I might play from the start just because I started from when Gold Chip Lamode was released, but sometimes I get lazy and I might just stop playing it. Also, nice to see you, Tanoki. That's right, you started when Lark started. So, pretty much a year ago. Pretty much a year ago. Or I guess the end of August, but been that long. I mean, in just a couple months, it's gonna be in just a few months, not a couple months. I'd say, no, we'll just say a couple months. Tanoki's is gonna be playing for a year too. But thank you for the comment, Tanoki and Ren, for replying. And the last comment is gonna be from Ren. I pulled like 4 times on the support card banner. I got the off banner 5 stars. On the support card banner, I got the off banner 5 stars. Huh? Did you got why? Did you get an off banner support card to 5 stars or level 50? Or did you get 5? Or I don't know. I'm gonna assume you got dupes. That's all I'm gonna say. I gotta get UD before Shushu. Honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if you did somehow do that, because of how my training's been going since the scenario had started. It hasn't been going well. Honestly, I ended up quitting Wuwa, to be honest. Playing on my phone feels ridiculous, but I'll probably play it again when it comes on PlayStation. Is it not on PlayStation? Oh no, that's Hoyo. Wait, can your laptop not handle Wuwa? Well, I mean, I can't really say anything because I was complaining about it in the past, but right now it seems they have done something, because my loading problems haven't been better. Like, everything's been loading faster, so I'm not sitting there for minutes, like 10-15 minutes. I don't know. But yeah, I do agree. Playing on the phone is kind of... I mean, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. If I had no choice but to play on my phone, then I'd still do it. How many recovery skills? I think I need 1 more. I'll just grab that. But Playing on the phone feels ridiculous, but I'll probably play it again when it comes on the PlayStation. Also excited for Persona X. It's confirmed for global and console. Green is my alt poggers. Kidding. I'll probably give it a shot just because I like Persona. But after that, well, it all depends on how I like it after that. The Twinkle series is tempting, but I might be missing 4, but I have the other 4. I think you shouldn't pull because of the anniversary or half annie. Random word of the day, Maruzen salad? Maruzen salad? Is that an actual salad? Or am I... Maruzen salad? I don't know. So I'm just gonna continue. Day 39 of random questions. I can't believe you actually remembered where you left off. If you were a woman and you had to pick pick one, what would it be? Bows or nails? Kind of pick your brain. Bows or nails? Bows or nails? As in, would I rather care about my nails or the bows on the... I don't know what this means. Obviously, the first thing in my head is either the bows for the hair or nails for, obviously, your nails. I'm gonna just say nails. I don't generally care too much about hair accessories. If it looks nice and it looks on, it's just a bonus. But I guess I'll just go with nails. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this question means, because you said trying to pick your brain, and I don't know what other meaning it has. So thanks for the video, Shushu Baka dude. I see someone likes their condiments. Did I mention something about condiments? Did I say something? I don't remember. It's been a couple days. It's been a couple days, so I'm not sure what I said that has to do with condiments. Oh, did it have to do with the whole lucky mustard and all that stuff? Oh, that's just if it's because of that, just because of the whole Eugen thing. Unless there was something I talked about that had to do with condiments. And the whole... Was it cautious ketchup? That was all Nova. The only time I'll be mentioning condiments is whenever, I guess, Nova or Eugen will mention lucky mustard, or I guess cautious mustard now. Or if I'm actually talking about putting condiments on food. But honestly, for Xenozone Zero, I just pair my team with my favorite characters. Ellen, Soldier, and Corrin. Might replace Corrin after I get Jane. I got Rena again when I lost the 50-50, so yay. For me, I pretty much just... Well, the characters I am playing with are characters are too, like... But mainly, I haven't even been playing Ellen because... Technically, between the two, Zhu Yuan is my stronger one, and has the complete team. Whereas Ellen is... Well, technically does have a complete team as well. So... But my, I don't know. It's weird saying that my Juju went stronger. But I think I just enjoy using my Juju team more. But it's like I said, it depends how you play the game. If you don't necessarily care for like the end game content like shield defense and all that, then you don't I don't think you would need to care for enemy weaknesses and resistances when it comes to these games. Although for like I said, for Zenless, I still feel like it does feel like they're more of an importance compared to like, let's say, Genshin. Star Rail, it is an importance to have the weakness. I would say that for sure for the end of game content. So I would definitely say it's the same thing for Zenless. I don't know about like the future though, because we are still trying to level up and ascend our characters to a certain extent. Probably like level 80 or 90, one of those. Or maybe not even that high, who knows. Mine is currently at 50. Maybe it'll get easier. Obviously it'll get easier when our level cap gets higher. So we'll just see what happens in the future. But as of right now, I think it's as of right now, you'll be fine playing with whoever you want, especially if you don't necessarily care about doing the harder content. So, but the the reason why your team throws me off is because they're all attackers. They're all attackers. For me, going into Zenless Zone 0, I pretty much figured I just needed one of each. One attacker, one debuffer, and the supporter. That's just pretty much how I came in walking into it. Only because I wanted to just, yeah, to use the characters. Because I have seen the difference from using 2 attackers and a support between that and 1 attacker, 1 support, and 1 debuffer, and the change is pretty drastic. And I tested that during Hollow Zero because I would have both Ellen and Juyu win. And I felt like my Ellen was just there. So I actually felt like I was clearing content faster with Anne being my team because she was stunning faster. So, I'd be able to get them stunned. So, faster. Compared to, yeah. Compared to using basically mainly attacker team. But I got Rena as my guaranteed and haven't used her after a while. Also, imagine if Zenless came out with a horse girl. I honestly won't be surprised. I mean, we already see the cat Thyren, the rat Thyren, wolf Thyren. I won't be surprised if we can see other animal Thyrens at that point. So if they go with a horse girl there, I'm not surprised. Also, I'm one of those people who don't care about who's stronger, etc. I just play with who I like, and for the standard banner selection, anyone I don't have might be Wolf Butler or Nekomata. Probably Wolf Butler just because I don't have many ice people. Well, there's not that many ice people to begin with. At least as of right now, you just have Ellen and Sokaku and Lycon, which is the Wolf Butler. I don't think there's any more after that. Because that's pretty much the mono ice team. But that will change in the future. For me, I don't necessarily care who's stronger as well, because for like Star Rail and all that, I still pretty much Star Rail Genshin, I still pretty much just use who I want to use. Especially in Star Rail, I love using my Topaz team just because I love Topaz. And then yeah. So as for me, it's the same thing for my selection. For when I reach 300, it's gonna be pretty much who I don't get by then. So it's either Grace, Kaleda, Lycon, Soldier 11 if I don't get her before. So yeah, pretty much who I don't have. I did get Nekomata through these the standard banner, so I have her now. Or I've been having her. Then honestly, I got Ellen's weapon just because the hair glows. I have a curse though on the gacha. I have to be at pity or close to pity for my 5-star. That's something I've heard and seen because my brother, he's pretty much the same thing. He always has to be at pity regardless, whether it's for to get to the 50-50 or just to get to guaranteed. So both. So yeah, that goes for both of y'all. Can I break my curse like Satono broke hers? We'll see. We'll see. But other than that, thank you for all the comments. Ren, Tanoki, Eugen, and Nova, appreciate it as always. And we ended off with 1737 speed, 557 stamina, 1357 power, 1243 guts, and 912 on wise, with an S aptitude on mile, which is good. But I think we most likely got a UE, but it's not gonna be as good because wise is only at 900, so that's not a good thing for myself at least. Because I do want it to be better. I do want it to be better. UE2, which isn't too bad. Which isn't too bad. It's just, it's better than getting, you know, going down to UF. So we're just going to leave it as is. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you guys thought of the run. Let me know what you guys did on the weekend. And if there's anything you guys want to ask me or talk about down below in the comment section, let me know down in the comment section. As long as you make it appropriate or keep it appropriate, I'll answer it and I'll respond to it. And if you guys haven't joined a circle or you guys are looking for a circle to join, feel free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, it was, well, once you give that a search, hit the request button. It'll send me a request letting me know that you want to join. Go back to the comment section. Let me know that you sent a request along with your in-game name, just so I know that I'm accepting you into the circle and not anyone else. Also, let me know, since it is the week of the half Annie, let me know some predictions now. I know I've asked this like a week or two ago, but you know, predictions of the half anniversary banner. Will Nova be correct with the 2 featured rate-up characters for the half Annie, or will he be wrong? What do y'all think? But other than that, guys, with that being said, thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.